Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to Moscow, Russia. Yes, I'm here in Moscow right now, and I thought I'd take you for a little bit of a walk around one of Russia's probably most famous shopping malls here right in Red Square. It's called GUM. So you kind of pronounce it like chewing gum, but you say GUM. This is kind of probably the most luxurious shopping mall in all of Russia, maybe all of Europe possibly. So we'll take a bit of a walk around now. We are kind of aware that a lot of the shops are closed here or were closing. So we'll kind of have a look for ourselves. I actually kind of expected the whole shopping center to be closed. But obviously it's not. I got here a little while ago. I've had a bit of a walk around, but not too much. So we'll have a look together and see what we can see. So very typically, before we start walking, the music is very loud today in here. Very typically, this will be quite a bit busier than what it is today. I'm wondering if people kind of think it's closed. That's why people aren't here. I wonder if just people are staying away in general. I'm not too sure. So we'll have a bit of a walk around, see what we can see. I'm kind of looking at things as I'm walking, so sorry not having my eye contact. There's these really nice trees right behind me and flowers. They have a habit here of doing these really nice sort of seasonal kind of displays. So this kind of fountain area here right in the center has this nice springtime kind of display. Sometimes they've got different trees here, and then it's sort of very seasonal, so they've got these pink kind of flowers going on. There is a few people walking around, but it's not kind of what it normally is, that's for sure. One of the kind of perfume shops here is open. There's the Chanel lady giving out cards for the Chanel perfume. You can just see behind this lady taking a photo. But I'm almost certain the Chanel store is closed. So, yeah, this is a very beautiful shopping mall when you walk around. I mean, really, it's like, just amazing to see this place. Christian Dior. So, yeah, I was kind of surprised it's fully open, but then kind of some shops open, some shops not. Really depends on the ownership of the stores. That's really the key to it. So where kind of brands have kind of slowly disappeared from here, the shops are still open. And famously, everybody's still coming inside for ice cream and, just checking it out. There's another kind of cosmetics store. I think this is Kiehl's is there? No. The bike guy's still here. I imagine these are possibly Russian made. I'm not too sure. Maybe not. Coach. Yeah, so it's just interesting how it's still got people around. Every time I'm kind of here, it never looks like anybody's shopping, if that makes sense. And everyone's just sort of just coming in just to feel the atmosphere of the place. So I just thought I'd do this sort of walking tour for you, just to kind of have a good kind of feel for how the center of Moscow is and how it sort of feels in the shopping centers, so it does feel empty though compared to any normal day that I ever walk in here. Typically I come in here, funny enough, to kind of warm up when it's cold outside, so it's sort of a good kind of like little respite from walking around the Red Square in the center of Moscow. You can see here, just looking off in the distance, it's actually built over 3 levels. And it's got this huge kind of glass, kind of atrium kind of feeling to it. Here is Furler and Coach. So just to kind of let you know when I'm filming this, today is Thursday, the 10th of March, 2022. So just in case anyone thinks I'm recorded this on a different day, very typically when I make videos for this channel, I kind of make them and upload them within a day or two of filming them. I'm not one to kind of, you know, do things months in advance. So yeah, it's easier just to film a video, edit it, and upload it straight away. We'll just sort of keep walking around a little bit more. Again, traveling with Russell. If you've come over here from my I Like Cruise Ships YouTube channel, welcome. This is obviously a little bit different kind of style content. The whole idea was to kind of basically make a travel page or travel channel and upload my small adventures that I do. I don't do anything overly exciting, but just even if you can see day-to-day life, you know. It's one of the jewelry stops here. Feels like it's closed. Tissot store's definitely closed. All the watches are out of the cases and in the safes. You can see they've kind of completely emptied all the things that were in the store. So it's very interesting store to come and walk around, you know, just to especially if you don't know the brands and you just want to kind of have a look, and I guess we can all have a kind of window shop and a bit of a dream. Oh, the Rolex store. Maybe they just... Oh. So yeah, it's there is a lot of... It's kind of a mixture here. It is luxury brands, but there is a mix between kind of Russian brands and international brands, I guess you call it. So there is a bit of everything in here. So I guess there's kind of people that sort of still want to do business and trade and so forth. The Dior store looks open. Bulgari, I think it's closed. Yeah, they've took things out of their window cases, so yeah, from this third level you kind of really get an idea of how huge this place is. It's kind of also kind of three kind of long aisles, I guess you would call it. So when these are kind of like laneways, I don't know what the word is, but there's kind of three of these within the same center. It really has a kind of train station feel to it, like a Russian train station when you're in here. You can see some of the other brands here, Gant. Actually, this is one of the phone stores over here. Just behind me, I just saw Bork, Bang & Olufsen, Bose. So pretty much every major brand has a presence here. Now, I'll just sort of point out the one thing that, you know, actually people have been questioning a fair bit is about Apple and the fact that Apple has sort of pulled out of Russia. Now, just to be kind of clear, they don't actually have Apple stores in Russia at all. They have third-party stores. This is kind of called the Restore, which is basically an Apple reseller, if that makes sense. So they do actually still have Apple products inside. You know, it's not any different of a day of the week. But you know, Apple, although they said they've closed in Russia, they essentially haven't. because they never actually had stores here from the very beginning. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of a weird situation where, you know, people are kind of getting told one thing and doing another, you know. So yeah, we'll do a few different sort of versions of this walk around, or not here but in other videos, so you can get an idea of the kind of feel of the place. Definitely it's quieter. That's the one thing I'll just sort of point out. It's quieter than normal, and it's not empty, you know. So yeah, have a look. I think even the video doesn't do it justice. You'd need one of those kind of like 80 centimeter televisions to kind of feel the grandeur and size of this place, you know. It's kind of huge. Then here's one of the other alleyways. I'm going to call them alleyways. Maybe they're streets within the same shopping center here. Pretty sure this lady down here is doing a kind of a city walking tour. They quite often have like organized groups that come and walk through Red Square and get told the history of the place. There's the Prada store down there. Dior, Manolo Blahnik. I think ladies know the shoe brand down there. So yeah, it's very, very interesting shopping mall. In Perth in Australia, where I'm from, we don't really have anything that would be equivalent to this at all. I mean, there's a few tiny kind of, you know, elements of it in shopping centres, but not to this extent, where you see so much in one place. I'm just going to come around this corner here. This is kind of very neat. Again, these videos do tend to be a little bit longer, so they're kind of more of a walking tour style. But there's a really neat kind of a cafe right here. This is where we kind of walked in initially. You can see there. There's a cafe right here on this sort of walk bridge. Everyone's sort of enjoying tea and food and a chat, and it's just very cool to see everybody relaxing and enjoying life in Moscow. And actually there's a pizza place right here as well. It's a little bit sunny. It's very beautiful, sunny, blue sky day here in Moscow today. Have salads. There's some hot food as well. Pasta, potatoes, salmon, lasagna. And actually it's in English and Russian as well, so you have a bit of a choice. It's quite reasonably priced. It's not expensive for this shopping center, but it's reasonably priced. If you were going to kind of a cafe in the center, you'd expect it to be as, you know, more expensive. And you'll see here these kind of separate walk bridges dotted along with the chairs and tables, so you can grab your food and just sort of relax up here. It's a little bit of a secret of Moscow to come to these cafes on this upper level, because it's reasonably priced, reasonable, and you're right in the center of Moscow without paying, you know, Moscow center prices. We're back down on the first level, I guess ground floor, then first level, second, and then third level. It's a lot of shops here too, by the way. Calvin Klein. So there's a mixture of, as I talked about a bit earlier, Russian stores, and then there's kind of like we call them flagship stores. So flagship stores are basically branded stores that basically have their full seasonal content. Flagship stores tend to be in major shopping centers on land. I'm talking about them on cruise ships. You know, where they basically keep their entire assortment, as opposed to going to a department store where they'd have a kind of a selection of things. Just going over another one of these little bridges here. These nice trees. It's kind of like a springtime kind of theme walking around. They've got these bikes sort of set up, and then the kind of flowers Brooks Brothers. And we'll eventually get downstairs and get to the other aisles and have a little bit look further. Yeah, just walking through here are these different lanes. It's interesting, kind of that kind of Western element to Russia that's kind of, especially only come in the last 10 or 20 years. You know, this was unknown if you go back in the 80s and prior to that. And then now, that kind of, I guess, negative impact on retail, if you like, and, you know, the whole industry as a whole. Max & Co. I don't know every brand in the shopping center, by the way. Although I work in stores, I'm not, you know, the complete knowledge. Ferragamo. Pretty sure these guys are open. I just saw the door opening and closing there. So as a whole, I would say that somebody just came out. As a whole, I reckon about 90% of the stores here are open. Now, I'm gonna not quite end it here. I'm gonna end it in a little bit, but I'm just gonna give you a bit of a teaser. Now, I wonder if in a separate video you'd like me to kind of do a review of GUM's historical toilet. They have a very famous bathroom here. Now, because of the downfall of the ruble, it's actually really expensive to come to use this bathroom. But it's 200 rubles, which is about $2. But I guess with the fall of the ruble, it's become very cheap to come to the toilet now. So I guess we bumped right into this tour at the same time. So I'll just get out the way of the tour because it's in Russian and I'm speaking in English. So yeah, you can actually come to this place. It's 1,000 rubles and you can use the shower and you get towels, slippers and everything like that. And it's just downstairs here, but it's kind of very interesting, the history of this, but I won't do it on this tour. But in another video, I'll definitely, you've got to tell me in the comments, do you want a tour of the historical toilets here in Moscow? I think maybe you don't, but I just find it interesting. This is actually, is this the ice cream? Well, it's one of the ice creams. So they have this famous GUM ice cream here. So you get the, these are very much the original kind of Soviet style ice cream, which is still very normal in the supermarkets and stores. But it's sort of famous because it's only 100 rubles for an ice cream. So you can come to the 6-star luxury shopping mall and have 100 ruble ice cream and not feel left out. There's actually another one over here. I think this is, yeah, this is ice cream as well, but there's nobody at this one today. But if you would come on a normal day, there'd be a line for ice cream, really like a line. I was pointing out to my wife about KitchenAid being kind of the famous American brand and how they've got a kind of display here. So just taking a look here, I'm pretty sure Louis Vuitton is closed. You know, they've kind of left a sign here saying you can contact them if you have orders and things like that. But the stores haven't been emptied. That was the one thing somebody pointed out, that the stores were empty. We saw my wife was showing me a kind of a viral video, which I'm certain isn't real, of, you know, Fendi looks like it's closed as well. You know, where it was showing, you know, whole shops everywhere closed and emptied, and it really wasn't the case. And we'll just sort of walk out here and we'll be seeing the Kazan Church right here. This is pretty cool. And then there's the State Historical Museum just off a little bit. And then we're in the very famous Nikolskaya Street. which looks a bit kind of quiet. They've always got these famous lights lit up on the street here, but during the day, look how blue the sky is. Okay, thanks for sticking with me till the very end. I came outside because it's beautiful and sunny, and I thought I'd just do the ending of the video right here. So if you're watching to the very end, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Traveling with Russell here in Moscow, Russia. And I hope you kind of got a good insight to what shopping is like right now in March in 2022. My gosh, 2020. It's an old video. I've just uploaded it now. No. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe post a comment, let me know what you think. If you like, again, this kind of video. The channel obviously is sort of finding its sort of feet about what kind of content we should be doing, or I or we or whoever, you guys watching at home. So yeah, if you are a subscriber, thanks for sticking with the channel. We're on that kind of race to get to 1,000 subscribers. Actually, probably 500 first, then 1,000. Yeah, the sun's just beaming down here, so I hope the video is coming across okay. It is very cold, by the way. It's minus 10 or 11 today Celsius, but it feels more like minus 15, minus 17 outside. So yeah, once the clouds go away, it just gets colder. So yeah, all right everybody, thanks for watching. If you're new, subscribe, like, thumbs up, everything, and I hope you made it to the end. Bye everybody, bye.